I've seen champions rise, I've seen doubters fall, but the battle ain't in the ring, it starts in your skull. Before the lights shine, before the bell rings, you gotta believe you were born to do extraordinary things. A winner ain't just the one who scores, it's the one who keeps coming back even after getting floored. You gotta walk like a king, think like a lion. When fear whispers, quit, you answer, I'm still trying. See, pain is part of the ride, but weakness, that's a choice. When your heart wants to give up, let your purpose raise its voice. They said I couldn't, I said watch me. They said I'm done, I said clock me. You want to win? Then you gotta train your mind, because gold medals and trophies, they're just shadows of the grind. So don't just work the body, work the soul. Don't just hit hard, hit with control. And never ever let a loss define your goal. You're not just here to play the game, you're here to change the score. So when life says no, you say let's go, give me more.
Believe before you achieve. The fight is won in the mind before the world sees the win. Every great victory starts long before the crowd cheers, long before the lights come on, and long before anyone else believes it's possible. It starts in silence with a thought, a feeling, a fire that says, I can. That belief becomes your armor. It keeps you standing when everything else tells you to sit down. If your mind is already defeated, your body won't fight. But if your mind is locked in, focused, confident, unshakable, then no setback, no failure, no critic can stop you. Champions don't just train their bodies, they train their beliefs, because the world only applauds what your mind already decided. So the first step to winning, see it, feel it, know it. Then go out and prove it. Visualize victory. If you can see it, you can seize it. Every champion lives their success before it ever becomes real. They walk into the moment with eyes that have already seen the finish line, the celebration, the triumph. It's not daydreaming, it's preparation. When you picture the win clearly in your mind, you begin to act like it's already yours. You carry yourself differently. You train with more purpose. You speak with more confidence. Visualization turns hope into expectation. It builds a blueprint in your brain that your actions can follow. If you can see yourself holding that trophy, standing on that stage, crossing that line, you begin to move like someone who's already there. And the more you see it, the more real it becomes. Because the body follows where the mind. So keep your vision sharp and your spirit tuned in. Victory starts with a picture, then it becomes your reality. Train like every day is the title match. Don't wait for the spotlight to give your best. Bring your best to the shadows. Champions aren't made on game day, they're built in the quiet hours, when no one is watching, when no one is cheering. Every drop of sweat, every repetition, every moment you push past tired, that's where greatness is forged. If you treat each day like it's the one that will decide everything, then when the real test comes, you won't flinch. You'll be ready, because you've already been there in your mind, in your preparation, in your heart. That mindset doesn't just build skill, it builds habits, it builds hunger, and it builds the kind of dip that separates the good from the unstoppable. So show up every day like it's your moment, because one day it will be. And when that day comes, you won't need to rise to the occasion. You will already be standing on it. Talk power, walk power, be power. What you speak shapes how you think, how you carry yourself, and ultimately how you perform. When you talk with confidence, with purpose, with belief, you're not just saying words, you're setting a tone for your life. You're telling your mind, your body, and the world around you, I'm not here to play small, but it doesn't stop at words. You have to walk it too. Your actions must match your mindset. Every step, every move, every decision should echo strength. That means showing up with presence, holding your head high, and never backing down when it counts. And when your talk and your walk are aligned, something powerful happens. You become that power. It's not a mask, it's not an act, it's who you are. Confidence becomes your second skin, drive becomes your rhythm. Power isn't just something you show, it's something you live. Speak it. Move like it, then let the world feel it. Bounce back harder than you fall. Failure ain't fatal, quitting is. Everybody falls. Even the greatest have hit the ground, faced defeat, tasted disappointment. But what separates the winners from the rest is how they respond. When you fall, you've got two choices: stay down and let the moment define you, or get up and let it refine you. Falling isn't the end, it's part of the process. It's a test, not a verdict. What really matters is your bounce. How high can you rise after the low? How strong can you come back after being broken? Every setback is a setup for a comeback if you've got the heart to keep moving. The real failure isn't in losing, it's in refusing to try again. Quitting is the only thing that makes defeat permanent. But if you get up every time, no matter what, you become unstoppable. Your resilience becomes your reputation. So fall if you must, but always rise stronger. Let the world know when you hit the ground, you don't stay there. You bounce back with fire. Stay hungry. Comfort never made a champion. The moment you get too comfortable is the moment you stop growing. True champions live with a fire inside, a restless energy that pushes them to do more, be more, and chase greatness even when they've already tasted success. Hunger is what keeps you moving when others slow down. It's what gets you up early, keeps you grinding late, and makes you reach higher than what you've already achieved. Comfort whispers, "You've done enough." Hunger roars back, "Not even close." If you settle, you slip. If you relax too long, someone else, hungrier than you, will take your place. That's why the best never stop striving. They stay humble, stay sharp, and stay hungry. Because they know that greatness isn't owned, it's rented. And rent is due every day. So don't chase easy, chase better. Keep that edge, feed that fire, and never let success turn into satisfaction. Comfort is the enemy of champions. Hunger is their fuel. Let doubt fuel your fire. When people question you, when they say you're not ready, not good enough, not built for it, that's not your cue to shrink. That's your signal to rise. Doubt isn't something to fear, it's something to feed off. Let it drive you. Let it sharpen your focus and deepen your grind. Every "you can't" should echo in your mind like a challenge, not a curse. Turn their doubt into determination. Use it to train harder, to stay up later, to push further than you ever thought possible. Let it be the spark that lights your ambition into a blaze. Because the sweetest victories are the ones they said you'd never have. You don't need to argue with your critics, just outwork them, outlast them, outshine them. Prove them wrong, not with words but with results. So when doubt shows up, don't let it break you. Let it build you. Let it remind you exactly why you started. And then let it watch as you finish. Silence the noise, focus like a sniper on your goal. In a world full of distractions, opinions, and endless voices trying to pull you in every direction, clarity is your greatest weapon. The noise around you, doubt, gossip, fear, pressure, it's all designed to shake your confidence and break your rhythm. But champions don't flee. They don't get caught up in the chaos, they go quiet. They like sniper, they tune out everything except the target. They don't waste energy reacting to every sound, they conserve it for the shot that matters. When you focus with that kind of intensity, the world can't touch you. You stop chasing validation and start chasing precision. You stop hearing what others think you should be and start becoming exactly who you're meant to be. So block out the noise. Don't let it distract you, delay you, or define you. Your goal deserves your full attention, and your focus should be so sharp, so steady, that nothing can pull you off course. The world may be loud, but you're dialed in, calm, and locked on target. Outwork him, outthink him, outheart him. Talent might open the door, but it's effort, strategy, and heart that keep you in the room. When others rest, you grind. When they slow down, you speed up. Outworking them means showing up earlier, staying later, and pushing harder, not just when it's easy, but especially when it's hard. But it's not just about muscle, it's about the mind. Outthink them by studying the game, understanding the angles, and staying 2 steps ahead. Be the one who sees opportunities others miss, who makes moves with precision, not just power, and above all, out-heart them. Bring more passion, more grit, more fire than anyone else. Heart is what keeps you going when your legs are tired, when your back's against the wall, when the odds are stacked high. It's what makes you dive for the loose ball, get up after the hit, and fight one more round. When you combine relentless work, sharp thinking, and unshakable heart, you're not just in the game, you're taking it over. Let them have excuses. You've got work, wisdom, and willpower, and that's how you win. Respect the grind. Greatness don't come on sale. There's no shortcut, no easy route to excellence. The road to the top is long, rugged, and lined with obstacles. You don't get there by taking the path of least resistance or by hoping for things to fall into your lap. If you want to be great, you have to respect the process, the effort, the time it takes to build something real. Every early morning, every late night, every sacrifice you make, it all counts. The grind is where the work happens. It's where your skills are honed, your character is tested, and your limits are pushed. The journey isn't glamorous and it isn't fast, but it's the only way to truly earn greatness. There's no sale, no bargain to skip the work. It's either you put in the sweat or you stay average. The world doesn't hand out championships or trophies. You have to earn them, one rep, one step, one day at a time. So don't complain about the grind. Embrace it, love it, because the grind is the foundation of everything you're building. And the only thing you'll regret is not respecting it enough to see it through. Win with grace, lose with fire. How you handle victory is just as important as how you handle defeat. When you win, don't let arrogance cloud your joy. Celebrate your success, but do it with humility, knowing that every victory is a result of hard work, dedication, and the support of those around you. Let your triumph speak for itself without the need for boasting. True greatness is marked by how you uplift others, even when you're standing at the top. But when you lose, don't fold. Don't retreat. Let your loss ignite a fire within you, a desire to improve, to come back stronger, and to never let it happen again. Losing isn't the end, it's an opportunity to learn, to grow, and to fuel the hunger for the next round. Let that fire burn in your belly, not out of bitterness, but out of the will to keep going, to get better, and to never back down. The true measure of a champion isn't just in their victories, but in their ability to maintain composure in success and use their defeats as stepping stones toward greater heights. Win with grace. And when you lose, let the fire push you to come back and claim what's yours.
Your biggest opponent is your own fear. Fear is the one adversary that can hold you back without ever throwing a punch. It doesn't need to be stronger, faster, or more skilled. It just needs to make you believe that you're not enough, that you can't handle the pressure, that the odds are too stacked against you. Fear whispers in your ear, telling you to play it safe, to avoid risk, to protect yourself from failure. But the truth is, fear is a liar. It's a mental battle, and the real victory comes when you stop letting it control you. Fear thrives when you let it rule your decisions, when you let it keep you from stepping into the unknown. The moment you face that fear, challenge it head on and push through it, you realize it was never as strong as it seemed. Its only power comes from the power you give it. The fear of failure, the fear of judgment, the fear of the unknown. These are all self-imposed barriers. And once you realize that, you can break them down. Your true strength lies in your ability to act in spite of fear,
When you can push through those moments of uncertainty, you unlock the real power inside of you. So don't let fear be your enemy. Let it be the fuel that pushes you to be better, stronger, and more relentless. Your greatest opponent isn't the world around you, it's the doubt and fear inside you that you have to conquer every single day. Never settle. Champions don't cruise, they conquer. Settling is the enemy of greatness. The moment you get comfortable with good enough is the moment you stop pushing for more. Mediocrity doesn't breed champions, it breeds complacency. Real champions are never satisfied with just reaching the finish line. They're focused on crossing it with purpose, style, and power. They don't rest after one victory because they know that greatness isn't a destination, it's a continuous journey. Champions don't cruise through life on autopilot, just waiting for the next opportunity to fall into their lap. They create their own opportunities, carve their own path, and always push for the next level. They chase bigger goals, take on tougher challenges, and demand more from themselves than anyone else ever could. Settling for just enough will never get you to the top. It will only keep you stuck in a place of comfort, watching others rise while you stay still. But when you refuse to settle, when you aim higher than the baseline, you become a force to be reckoned with. Champions don't wait for success to come knocking. They go out, take it, and make it theirs. Every day is a battle to conquer, to improve, to break barriers. And when you adopt that mindset, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Never settle, because the moment you do, you stop being a champion. Keep your soul strong, even when your body's tired. The body will eventually reach its limit. It will get tired. It will ache. It will beg for rest. But your soul, the essence of who you are, your drive, your passion, your purpose, should be what carries you when the physical limits set in. When your muscles burn, when exhaustion clouds your vision, it's not your body that's going to push you past the finish line. It's the strength of your soul that will, that inner fire, the belief in your purpose, the reason you started in the first place, is what keeps you moving when every step feels like the last. Your body will wear out, but your soul, your heart, that hunger within, doesn't tire. It's the will to keep going even when you have nothing left that makes the difference. Champions don't quit because they're tired. They fight through because their soul is stronger than their body's limits. And when you've tapped into that, there's no obstacle too great, no challenge too fierce, because you're no longer fighting with just your body, you're fighting with everything you are. So when your body says stop, let your soul remind you that quitting is not an option. Strength is found in the will to keep going long after the body has given all it can. Act like the crown is already yours, just show up to claim it. Too many people wait for permission, for validation, for someone to tell them they're ready. But champions know that greatness isn't something you wait for, it's something you step into. You don't have to wait for the world to recognize you. The moment you believe you are worthy of the crown, the moment you act with the confidence and power of someone who already owns it, you're on the right path. When you carry yourself like you're already the best, you start showing up with the mindset that you're here to dominate, not just to participate. You don't hesitate, you don't second guess, you don't doubt, because you know that the crown was always meant for you. It's not about arrogance, it's about self-belief. It's about showing the world you've already prepared, you've already earned it, and now you're just here to claim what's yours. When you show up with that kind of energy, people take notice. Your confidence, your focus, your commitment, it all speaks louder than words. So act like the crown is yours, because in your mind it already is. Just show up, be relentless, and the rest will follow. You don't need to wait for the moment to feel like a champion. You make the moment yours every time you step forward. So here's the truth. Greatness isn't handed to you on a silver platter. It's earned, it's fought for, and is claimed by those who refuse to back down. Every challenge you face, every setback, every failure, these aren't signs to quit. They're the very things that shape your strength. They test your heart, your will, and your determination. It's easy to get discouraged, to think the journey is too hard or that success is too far out of reach. But champions are made in those moments of doubt. The difference between those who make it and those who don't is simple. The ones who make it refuse to settle. They rise when they're knocked down. They push through the pain, and they keep going when everyone else has given up. The crown isn't something you wait for. It's something you go after with everything you've got. You have to act like it's already yours, even when the world hasn't seen you cross the finish line yet. So take that hunger, that fire, that belief in yourself, and let it drive you. Because the road to greatness is not easy, but it's worth every step. Dig deep, rise above, and make the choice today to claim your crown. The fight is yours, the victory is waiting. Now go out there and make it happen. The world is watching, and it's your time to show them exactly who you are.